He drives at 300 kilometers per hour and lives like a king. Max Verstappen isn't just fast, he's filthy rich. From a karting prodigy to F1's most dominant force, Max Verstappen lives a life of extreme luxury with a $250 million net worth, multi-million-dollar cars, and a Monaco penthouse. His success transcends the racetrack. This is the story of speed, ambition, and the billionaire lifestyle of Formula One's reigning emperor. Max Verstappen was practically born with a steering wheel in his hands. Born in Belgium in 1997, his bloodline screamed racing royalty. His dad, Jos Verstappen, was a former F1 driver, and his mom, Sophie Kumpen, dominated the karting scene in the 90s. So, when little Max hopped into a kart at just 4 years old, it wasn't just for fun, it was destiny. Jos even customized the kart so Max could reach the pedals. And by age 12, he was already a European karting champion. But Max didn't just break into Formula One, he shattered records. In 2015, at just 17 years old, he became the youngest F1 driver ever when he debuted for Toro Rosso. A year later, he won his very first Grand Prix in Spain at 18, becoming the youngest race winner in F1 history. Then came the fireworks in 2021. His championship battle with Lewis Hamilton went down to the final lap in Abu Dhabi, one of the most controversial moments in F1 history. But Max came out on top. Since then, he hasn't looked back. By 2024, he had racked up 4 consecutive titles and dominated the 2023 season with an insane 19 wins. And that? It was just the beginning. Max Verstappen isn't just racking up wins, he's building an empire. With a jaw-dropping net worth of $250 million, he's officially one of the richest athletes on the planet, and he's still in his 20s. Let's break it down. His salary alone is $55 million per year, the highest in Formula One history. That's 20% of his total income. Every time Max hits the throttle, he's not just racing for trophies, he's racing for millions. But it doesn't stop at his paycheck. His sponsorship game is elite. Tag Heuer pays him $8 million a year just to wear their watches. Then there's Jumbo, a Dutch supermarket chain that's backed him since his karting days, still shelling out $5 million annually. EA Sports? They made Max the cover star of F1 2025, launching him into global gaming campaigns. And Heineken uses his face to sell beer worldwide, because when Max's name is attached, fans pay attention. Now here's where it gets even smarter. Max owns a 20% stake in Verstappen.com Racing, his own esports and sim racing brand. It brings in $12 million a year, and it's growing fast. Plus, he pulls in $2 million per Instagram post, thanks to big luxury and automotive brand collaborations. Yeah, that's more than some people make in a lifetime for one photo. And this is just the beginning. Analysts predict his fortune could easily surpass $500 million by 2030. If he keeps dominating on track and investing in it, Max won't just be the king of F1. He'll be a billionaire mogul before he hits 35. Next up, let's take a peek inside the insane $8 million garage this guy calls a car collection. Buckle up. You'd expect an F1 world champion to have a wild car collection, but Max Verstappen's garage? It's straight-up automotive madness, worth over $8 million. And it all started with the nuts. Yep, his first car was a humble $30,000 hot hatch, but things escalated fast. Let's talk about track beasts. Max owns a Porsche 911 GT3 RS worth $188,000. Lightweight, razor-sharp, and made for cornering like a scalpel. But that's just warming up. Sitting next to it is the jaw-dropping Ferrari Monza SP2, worth a massive $1.8 million. And get this, it doesn't even have a windshield. You need goggles just to drive it. Now, here's where it gets legendary. The Aston Martin Valkyrie, a $3.5 million hypercar co-designed by F1 genius Adrian Newey. It's a spaceship with wheels and might be the closest thing to driving an F1 car legally on the street. Verstappen also has a serious Ferrari obsession. His trio includes the 488 Pista, $331,000, the SF90 Stradale, $500,000, and of course, the Monza SP2. It's speed, style, and Italian flair all under one roof. Love British engineering? Max does too. His Aston Martin fleet includes a DBS Superleggera, $334,000, and a sleek DB11, $205,000. Both are brutal on the highway but butter smooth in Monaco. One of the coolest cars in his garage? A Honda NSX Type AS, worth $170,000, gifted by Honda after his Red Bull success. And for the racetrack only, there's the Renault RS01, a 400k monster so extreme it's not even street legal. These cars aren't just for flexing, they're an extension of Max's obsession with speed and precision. And when you've got a $250 million net worth, why not drive like royalty? Next, let's fly, literally. Max's real estate and jet. Life, our next level. When Max Verstappen's not tearing up circuits, he's living like royalty in Monaco. His $17.4 million penthouse in the upscale Fontvieille district offers jaw-dropping sea views, a private gym, and pure privacy. But here's the twist. He doesn't own it. He rents it. Why? Flexibility and privacy in the tax haven capital of the world. Smart move. Now let's talk about air travel. Max doesn't fly first class. He flies solo, in serious style. In 2020, he bought a Dassault Falcon 900EX, complete with a custom matte black and orange livery. It screamed speed before it even left the runway. But of course, Max doesn't settle. In 2025, he upgraded to the Falcon 8X, a long-range beauty that can travel 11,945 kilometers non-stop. That's Monaco to Tokyo without blinking. And he uses it often for secret, luxury getaways, mixing business meetings with beachside downtime. Whether it's a quick escape to Ibiza or a private trip to Switzerland, Verstappen blends his high-performance lifestyle with quiet retreats like a pro. Next up, ever wonder what it takes to stay a champion? Let's dive into Max's daily routine, and spoiler, it's not for the faint-hearted. Max Verstappen's lifestyle might look luxurious, but behind the scenes, it's pure discipline. Every day, he grinds out 5 hours in the Red Bull simulator, fine-tuning every corner, every braking zone, and every millisecond. While others relax, Max perfects. His fitness routine? Brutal. He does MMA training to sharpen reflexes and build core strength, and high-altitude cycling in the Swiss Alps to boost endurance and lung capacity. No shortcuts, just raw commitment. His diet is a 5,000-calorie machine, focused on slow-digesting carbs, lean protein, and absolutely no coffee. Every meal is timed to fuel performance, not just for the track, but for mental clarity. Speaking of clarity, Max wears an Oura ring to monitor sleep cycles, recovery, and heart rate variability. He's big on mindfulness, using data to keep a mental edge over his rivals. Because in F1, a split-second lapse can cost you everything. His life may look glamorous on the surface, but behind it is a calculated system built for dominance. Next, let's switch gears from focus to heart, because Max isn't just a machine. He's got a generous side most fans never see. Max Verstappen may live large, but when it comes to giving back, he keeps it quiet and classy. He funds karting programs for underprivileged kids, helping the next generation chase their racing dreams, just like he did. He's also a proud supporter of Wings for Life, a spinal cord research foundation close to the Red Bull family. And during the peak of the COVID-19 crisis, Max made generous donations to hospitals, showing that behind the fame and fortune, there's a grounded guy with a big heart. He doesn't shout about it, because for Max, actions speak louder than headlines. Off the track, Max Verstappen lives a surprisingly low-key life. Since 2020, he's been dating Kelly Piquet, daughter of three-time F1 world champion Nelson Piquet. Together, they've become one of F1's power couples, but behind the glitz, it's all about family. Max has embraced the role of father figure to Kelly's daughter, Penelope, from her previous relationship with Daniil Kvyat. And now, the couple is expecting their first child together, marking a whole new chapter in Verstappen's life. But don't expect wild parties or red carpets. Max is famously private. His idea of fun? Sim, racing at home, watching PSV Eindhoven matches, and spending quiet evenings in Monaco. No paparazzi, no flashbulbs, just the calm between the races. Despite his $250 million fortune, he avoids the stereotypical celebrity lifestyle. No yachts packed with influencers, no nightclub appearances, just a man who's found a balance between extreme speed and intentional stillness. Up next, we're rounding the final corner: Max Verstappen's legacy. Is he just getting started, or is the end game already in motion? Let's wrap this up. Max Verstappen isn't just fast, he's historic. With more wins per season than legends like Schumacher and Senna, he's redefining dominance in modern Formula One. Off-track, he operates like a CEO with business-savvy contract clauses and a growing empire that stretches into esports and brand partnerships. He's building something bigger than just a racing career. So what's next? More world titles? Or will he shift focus to ventures like Verstappen.com? Racing and redefining what post-F1 success looks like. Whatever direction he takes, one thing is clear: Max is no longer just a driver. He's a brand, a powerhouse, and a legacy in motion. Max Verstappen isn't just winning races, he's mastering life. With a $250 million empire, hypercars, and relentless discipline, he's F1's ultimate alpha. Will he retire early or keep breaking records? One thing's certain: his legacy is already legendary. Like and subscribe for more elite lifestyles, luxury stories, and high-speed icons.